Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Jaya Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttam Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike. So first of all, happy Vijayadashmi and Dussehra to all of you. I know you all celebrated it yesterday, but we are celebrating it today here. So as mentioned, we'll discuss something on Dussehra pastime, Vijayadashmi. So we all know, and it's celebrated. I don't know this year how this was it celebrated, but so we used to celebrate it very nicely in India and make the effigies of Ravan, Meghnad, and Kumbhakarna, and somebody would dress up as Sita, Ram, Lakshman. Sita, Ram, Lakshman, Hanuman, and the whole Vanar Sena, and then Ram would shoot arrows at at first Kumbhakarna, and then Lakshman would shoot arrows at Indrajit, and then Ram would shoot arrow at Ravan and kill them. It's a beautiful, beautiful pastime actually. And can we imagine this all Ram Leela happened in Treta Yuga, and it's going on since then. The pastimes, the discussion, the glories of Ram, the chanting of his holy name. And Treta Yuga was how long ago was that? Kali Yuga, we just passed 5,000 years. So before that was Dwapar Yuga, 8,64,000 years. And before that was Treta Yuga. Treta Yuga was 3 times Kali Yuga, so 12,96,000. So even if I don't know exactly when Lord Ram appeared in Treta Yuga, even if we assume he appeared towards the beginning, not exactly, say 12 lakh years. So 12 plus 8, 20 lakh, 20 lakh 69,000 years ago, at least. That's long time for any pastime to go on, and for any followers to celebrate those pastimes, discuss those pastimes, enact those pastimes. That's a very, very long time. 20 lakh years. And only in Kali Yuga, some changes might happen in Ram Leela, or the thought of, or the understanding of Ram Leela. In other yugas, they would be as it is. This is the beauty of the pastimes of the Lord. They're never old. They never become obsolete, or they need some makeover or anything like that. So, of course, Ram Leela itself is so wonderful. It would take at least a month to describe each and every pastime of Ram. It's so sweet, so beautiful. But since we are celebrating Vijayadashmi or Dussehra, the day when Lord Ram killed Ravan, so we know Ravan came and kidnapped Sita from Panchvati. Of course, he did not take the original Sita. He could not, and he only took Maya Sita away. And then Lord Ram and Lakshman, they were crying and weeping, and they went here and there, and somehow they got help of Hanuman, and they made ally with Sugriv. Ram killed Bali, and then Hanumanji was sent along with the monkey army to look for Sita. Where did she go? And then he got the news back, oh, Sita is in Lanka, and Lord Ram, with the whole huge monkey army, came to the ocean, to the beach, and then he asked for ocean to give me the way to go to Lanka. 3 days he kept said they were fasting. but ocean did not appear or did not give the way. And then Ram got angry and he said, I'm going to dry you up, but I'll still go. Ocean came forth and he was trembling in fear and he pleaded Ram that you please make a bridge on me and then you go forth. So the monkey army headed by Hanumanji made 800-mile long and 80-mile wide bridge to go to Lanka because the monkey army was so huge, so many monkeys. Because when Lord Ram was going to come and appear and perform his pastimes, Brahmaji told all the demigods, "You all go take the form of monkeys, and you all going to be helping Ram in his pastimes." So all these demigods who were in the form of monkeys, they were a huge, huge, huge army. So that's why they needed such a huge bridge. So when Ram, Lakshman, and all the major monkeys and their followers, they crossed the bridge and they went to outskirts of Lanka, outskirts of the fort of Lanka. Vibhishan ji told Ravan that you better give Sita back. Look at the power of Ram. He has created this bridge on the mighty ocean. Who had even thought of somebody doing this kind of work? You thought you were safe because you are in an island, Sri Lanka, and nobody can come there. Who can cross over the ocean to come and defeat you? Look at Ram. And they created the bridge in a very short time. I think in only 10 days or so. And still Ravan would less. And Vibhishan showed him, look at the army of monkeys. It's like an ocean of monkeys. And they are still coming. And they already have covered or already have surrounded our fort. And they're still coming on that bridge. So we can only imagine how many monkeys were there. 800 miles long, 80 miles wide. That bridge was completely full of monkeys. And then the monkeys were all around the fort in Sri Lanka. And there were still more coming. It's like the ocean of monkeys. And still Ravan would not listen. And then the fight started. And then the monkeys, they were helping Ram. And they didn't have any training, official training of how to fight. They didn't have any weapons. They didn't have any so-called bodily strength like all this Rakshasas had. All they had were stones, rocks, the trees. They would uproot the trees and throw them, or they would just bite the Rakshasas. Rakshasas would have all sophisticated weapons. But another thing the monkeys had and these demons did not was they had full faith in Ram. Full faith. First of all, they had faith in Hanumanji. And Hanumanji was devotee of Ram. So they had full faith in Ram. And they would just chant the names of Ram and attack. And the Rakshasas would go crazy. How so many monkeys are attacking them at once. And they just would lose the battle and they would die. So we know how Indrajit came and he defeated, not defeated, but put Lakshman in that unconscious state. And then Hanumanji had to go and get that Sanjeevani booty, and he got the whole top of the mountain because he could not recognize which one is Sanjeevani booty. and then when Hanumanji was bringing that mountain peak, so Jamvanji was there, and he told all the monkeys, okay, you throw all these Rakshasas in the ocean, their dead bodies in the ocean, because as soon as this mountain peak touches here, because of the Sanjeevani, the booty herb, it's so powerful. All these Rakshasas, they'll come back to life. But all the monkeys who were there, who were dead, they all became alive because of Sanjeevani booty. And Lakshmanji also. And then Lakshmanji next day had a war again with Indrajit and he killed Indrajit. Then Kumbhkaran came and Ram killed Kumbhkaran. And then the final battle with Ravan started. So Ravan, of course, Ravan is a superhero in his sense. He had all the prowess. He had so much of power because he had all the benedictions from Shivji and Brahmaji. And he was fighting with Ram and shooting arrows and all kinds of weapons, and Ram was answering them properly. But towards the end of the day, Ravan was getting defeated. And Ram, see, this is the mercy of Lord Ram. Ram said, okay, I'm letting you go back. Tomorrow you come back and we'll fight again. Ravan felt completely insulted. Never it had happened in his life. As somebody just forgave him. Okay, you go back today and come back tomorrow. Have some energy with you. Right now you're completely tired. So that night, Ravan went to Kailash, to Shivji, and he prayed to Shivji that you had given me benediction that you will protect me, you will protect my life. So protect me. Shivji said, what happened? Oh, I had kidnapped this Sita, and her husband has come looking for Sita, and then Ram, and he's fighting with me. But today he defeated me, but he insulted me by letting me go. Asked me to come back tomorrow. So tomorrow is my final war with Ram. So you come and fight and save me. Shivji thought for a while. Shivji said, "Yes, I can save you. I'll give you a trick by which you can be saved." Okay, tell me what's that? The trick is you go, give Sita back, take shelter of Ram. You will be saved. Otherwise, nobody can save you now. Ravan said, "What is this? You're cheating me? Everybody's telling me to go give Sita back. Well, I'm not going to give Sita back." Shivji said, "Then nobody can save you. I cannot save you. Ram has taken a vow to kill you. He has promised to kill you. So he will kill you. Nobody can protect you. Nobody can save you." Even before that, Ravan had gone to Sutal Loka, where Bali Maharaj was there. First of all, it was difficult for him to get in because Vamandev was guarding the door. But somehow he got in and he met Bali Maharaj. And he said, "Bali Maharaj, you are my Purvaj. So I come in your line. So come and fight on my side against Ram and make me victorious." Bali Maharaj said, Lord Ram has, you have taken, you're fighting against Lord Ram. Nobody can protect you. Nobody can save you. No. You come and fight against us. Bali Maharaj said, "I'm not going to go fight against Ram. So give me something." So Bali Maharaj said, "Okay." He took him to the courtyard in his palace. He said, "You see this mountain of gold?" Ravan looked at it. He could not even see the end of that mountain. It was so huge. He said, if you just lift that mountain of gold, I'll come with you." So Ravan said, what's so big deal? I had lifted Kailash. I can lift this mountain. So he just put his hand under and he tried his level best. And he couldn't even move that mountain. And he came back. He said, oh, what is this? So huge, so much of gold. I mean, I wish I can take it to Sri Lanka. Bali Maharaj said, no, you come back. Go in the sky and see this mountain. What does it look like? So Ravan had all the powers. He went into the sky and he looked at the mountain and he said, this looks like somebody's earring. What is this? Bali Maharaj said, this is the earring that you were wearing when you were Hiranyakashipu and Narsimhadev killed you. This is just an earring and you could not even lift that earring. Same Hiranyakashipu, the same Narsimhadev has come as Ram. You think you can kill Ram? You will be killed. So just go back, give Sita back, take shelter of Ram, he will be saved. Ram said, not again, not the same instruction again. I'm not going to give Sita back. So Bali Maharaj sent him back to Sri Lanka. He said, I'm not coming with you and nobody can save you. So the final battle started and they both were shooting arrows and different kind of weapons. And towards the end of the day, Vibhishan told Lord Ram, these demons, their powers increase towards the end of the day, so you better kill him now. Don't play with him anymore. So Ram finally put this Aditya Hriday arrow on his bow and he shot. No, first he started cutting off the heads of Ravan. And Vibhishan said, and as we know, Brahmaji had given him this benediction that your heads will grow back even if somebody cuts them. So Vibhishan told Ram, you know his life is not in these heads. Why are you cutting these heads? Ram said, just wait and watch. And then he kept on cutting his heads. So Ram actually told Vibhishan that, see, he is so lusty after Sita that he is thinking of Sita. And while he is thinking of Sita, Sita is in his heart. And I cannot shoot arrow at his heart because Sita is there, and in Sita's heart, I am there, and in my heart, all my devotees are there. So if I shoot arrow at his heart, it will hurt Sita, myself, and all my devotees. So Ram kept on cutting his head. So after so many times he lost his head, he really stopped thinking of Sita because Ravan got so disturbed. And as soon as he stopped thinking of Sita, Lord Ram put that Aditya Hriday arrow on his bow and shot him in the chest and killed him. And Ravan fell down dead, and nobody had ever imagined Ravan being dead. So all the ladies came out from the palace crying. Mandodari came, and everybody was crying. Mandodari was lamenting. See, I told you, you will die if you even look at this chaste lady Sita. But you didn't listen. The whole dynasty of Rakshasas was finished by Ram. So anyway, Ram arranged for his final rides, and Vibhishan did the final rides of Ravan. So Ravan, he kidnapped Sita, and his idea was to enjoy Sita. Sita is energy of the Lord, or we can say property of the Lord. Ravan wanted to enjoy her without serving Ram. That's where he made the mistake. If he had served Ram, Or just like now all the devotees of Ram, whether it is Hanumanji, Lakshman, Bharat, Sugriv, their whole purpose of their life is to how to bring Ram and Sita together so they can enjoy. And if they enjoy, we all will be happy. Lakshmanji, 14 years, he did not sleep, he did not eat anything. That was his tapasya. And he never even looked at Mother Sita above her ankles. Because when Sita was kidnapped and Sita was throwing all the jewels from the Pushpak Viman and Hanumanji, Sugriv, they found the jewels and they showed them to Ram. And Ram asked Lakshman, see, these looks like these are the jewelry of Sita. And Lakshmanji was like, oh, I've never looked at on her face, so I don't know the earrings and the necklace and the bangles you're showing, but these anklets, yes, they look like they are Mother Sita's. So much of austerity to bring Ram and Sita together. And Ravan, he did so much of austerity he did for 10,000 years to please Brahmaji and then many more years to please Lord Shiva. But austerity to take Sita away from Ram, to enjoy her separately, not let her be with Ram. And then he got killed. The whole dynasty was finished. His opulence was gone, his austerities were finished, his age was gone, and everything that he had acquired, everything was finished. So Ravan actually represents these anarthas in our heart. And so many people have written different names, like six we know, Kam, Krodh, Mad, Moh, Mad, Matsarya, and then the four more, Ahankar and this and that. So these anarthas are there in our heart, very much there. The Ravan is very much there. We also lust after the property of the Lord. We want to be the controller of the property of the Lord, of the energies of the Lord. We want to be the enjoyers. Only difference is Ravan was a huge demon and we are little bitty demons. Huge in the sense, not bodily sense, but the tendency. The demonic tendency was so much. But we also have those desires, those tendencies. So Dussehra is a day when we look at those tendencies in our heart. And we are so tiny. We are so powerless that on our own we cannot kill this Ravan demon in our heart. Because this Ravan, just like his heads would come up, as soon as Ram would cut one head, new head would pop up. So similarly in our heart, when we try to kill one desire, although it's not even killed properly, the new desires will pop up. This is materially conditioned souls. That's what we are. So newer and newer desires are popping up, just like the Ravan's heads. So these desires are coming back up again and again. So all we have to do in this day and age, this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given us, the best possible way. Chant the holy name. When we chant the holy names of Lord Ram, Krishna, or Radharani, or Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, they are non-different from their names. They're non-different from their pastimes when we talk about their pastimes. So when the name of Ram we chant and Ram goes in our heart, hopefully our chanting is proper, So when Ram goes in our heart, and Ram is always with his bow and arrow, and he shoots arrows at those Ravan-like desires in our heart, he can easily kill those desires. What's so difficult for Ram? When we chant names of Krishna, Krishna goes in there with the Sudarshan Chakra and he kills our desires. So those desires are the ones who are keeping us from fully surrendering. Because Maya is very strong and the desires will keep us enslaved of Maya. They keep us from surrendering to Ram or Krishna. So we just, because we are so insignificant and so powerless, we just, all we can do is pray to Ram, pray to Krishna. Please go inside. Please come in my heart. Kill these desires. And then you please sit in my heart with Sita, or Krishna, you sit in my heart with Srimati Radharani. Only you can do that. And this is what Hanumanji showed to Vibhishan. The beautiful bhajan by that, what's his name? Lakhveer Singh Lakha. Shri Ram Janki Baithe Hain Mere Seene. Because Hanumanji ripped open his chest and he clearly showed Sita, Ram and Lakshman were sitting there. And if we open our chest, we know how many desires are there, lusty desires are there to enjoy this property of Ram. That's all is going to come out, all the dark desires. So we have to, today is a day when, of course, every day we should pray, but these are special days when we have to pray to the Lord to please come, sit in my heart, kill all those desires. Without you, there is nobody else who can do that. Please do that, please. So when we chant in this way, in this prayerful and way with understanding our humble and insignificant position, then the Lord will be pleased and he can kill this Ravan. He has been killing this Ravan ever since in all the hearts of his devotees. And he can kill more Ravans. So we should pray for him, for his mercy, for his appearance. So I guess this is what we should take from today's pastime. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Any questions or comments?
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
प्रभु जी मुझे इतना ऐसा जब मैंने अभी रामायण फिनिश किया तो मुझे लगा कि रावण को सब कुछ मालूम था, मतलब इन दैट कि मेरे को राम के हाथों ही मरना है. स्टिल मतलब वो जो मंदोदरी का उसको समझाना और सब लोगों का आगे के बोलना, इवन मेघनाथ, इंद्रजीत, एक फाइट के बाद दे वर कमिंग बैक एंड दे वर टेलिंग रावण कि ही इज नॉट अ नॉर्मल ह्यूमन बीइंग. त्रिलोकी के नाथ हैं, उनको जाके आप सरेंडर करो. बट कहीं ना कहीं रावण वांटेड कि मैं राम के हाथों ही मेरा अंत हो. ये दिस इज द रियलाइजेशन व्हेन आई रेड अभी रिसेंटली व्हेन आई खत्म किया मैंने रामायण को. बट इज दैट वाज ट्रू और जस्ट माय दिस थिंग, यू नो? क्योंकि उसके कहीं ना कहीं श्लोक में जहाँ पे भी दोहा आता था ना, वो उसमें राम उस अंदर से वो राम को नमन कर रहा है. रावण बार नमन कर रहा है, लेकिन फिर भी वो लड़ना चाहता है और बनना चाहता है उनके हाथ में. Is this was this realization was true? I just wanted to know this.
There could be different Ramayans also. Every Treta Yuga, there's different Ramayana happens. And this Ravan is who? Is Jay and Vijay. First they came as Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, then Ravan and Kumkaran, then Shishupal and Dantavakra. So they are the associates of Ram, but if he knew or if he didn't know, the part he played was very properly played. And the anarthas that he represent, that's what we have to remember, that this Ravan is there in our heart, actually, very much there. Any other questions, comments?
Happy Dussehra to you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Happy Dussehra to you. Okay, so I guess we can stop here. You all have wonderful and safe day. Hare Krishna. Jai Shri
to you,
Prabhupada.
Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Thank
Prabhuji.
you.
Jai Krishna, Jai Shri
Hare
Prabhupada.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji.